So as we're leaving here on December the 20th, 2017, that's the FJ and how she looks. She's bedded down for winter. It is 2:54 Mountain Time. Hey there, YouTube. Time for me to start unveiling the mystery that's going. Today is December the 20th. It's about 5 minutes to 3 Mountain Standard Time. And you can probably hear a little bit of noise. You may have a hard time hearing me. But just to show you, that's our mountain view back there. I wanted to turn this around and show you part of what's going on. There you go. That's about to be a part of us for quite some time, and you'll see more of this before this part of this video is over. So stay tuned. We are leaving and we're heading on to other parts. Stay tuned, find out more. Today is Thursday, December 21st, 2017, about 2:30 in the afternoon, and this is where we're at. That's the visitor center building up there. A little bit of the walkway in the area. Look at this crazy plant. It's pretty wild. No smoking. So we're here at the Boca Negra Trail. Start out here. It's a little wash that has nothing in it. You can see there. No dogs allowed on this trail. But you can see up there, walking up to the top of the hill up there. Please remove nothing and disturb nothing. So, weather's pretty nice today. Feels pretty good. There's some of these petroglyphs. This is why this is named petroglyph. So you can see those. And looks like maybe a few more up here. Ooh, Western Diamondback rattlesnake. We do not want to run into that guy. Yeah, here you go. Some more of the petroglyphs on that rock. And yeah, there's it's like a guy and some different things on that particular rock. So we'll keep going up. Boca Negra Canyon. It's not much of a canyon. There's some more there. And some more right there. So there's quite a few of them. This little section's getting steep already. Alright. Alright, so we made it to the top, and way out there in the distance, it's a dust storm starting to come in and cover some of that mountain. See some of the city view here? Way out there in the distance is the downtown Albuquerque. Yeah, you see more of that dust moving in. So that's the view from this trail. Hope you like it. I'm told to get this sign, so let's see what it says. Of course, as always, you can pause this and read the whole thing. Alright, there you go. So that's that. We'll have to make our way back down. We'll look at the parking lot though. Okay, so if you can hear me, there's the parking lot down there. The car is down there about middle ways. And you see up here is another place to park and walk a trail. And then down there looks like the final one. And then right back out over there. So we'll check those out. Okay, so today is Friday, December 22nd, 2017, at about 2 o'clock or 2:30, something like that in the afternoon. Still in Albuquerque. We've come to the other trail that we looked at yesterday, that visitor center, that Rinconada trail. And right here is the map for it. Right here's the details. It's 2.2 miles, easy to moderate trail, so no big deal. So that's that. Here's the start of it. Please pick up after your pet. It is a courteous thing to do. There's the Rinconada Canyon Trail. You can see there's rattlesnakes, and there's hiking, and there's dogs on leashes, but no motorcycles or bicycles. And this is the very start of the trail. And this is thin, so let's get through this. We have a dog monitoring area. There's the rules and the regulations. No alcohol. And it's sand, a little bit of rock and dirt trail. This sort of looks like where we were yesterday with all the black rocks and stuff on the hills. And then I can see the trail running way out through there. So this is a loop trail. So it should just take us right back to where we started when we get done here. 2.2 miles. So if I run across anything interesting, I'll get it recorded. As we walk along here, been going for a while, and the sand is thicker and deeper and just as fine. See it kicking off my shoe down there. Kick a little bit up for you. Pretty thin. Like the same old trail. We do got these little steps here made in the sand. Go down that for fun. And over to the right of us, just like it has been since we started, hills. These black rocks. And then thinner sand. More packed here. And steps going up. Other than that, so far it's been the same thing, so not been real exciting, but it's exercise in the cold. Right, as we're walking along here, we come across these great big rocks. That thing right there is, I'd say, gotta be 9-10 feet tall. Right there. This one here is shorter, but still it's probably 6.5 foot at the top of it. It's pretty big. Here's some more broken pieces. So, kind of neat, a little bit different. And then we'll be heading back that way as we go. It's more circle down through here. So we'll see if we can see anything else any more different. So that one there has got some petroglyphs on it. And this little pointy one up here, it's got some stuff on it. That one over has got some. And the hill goes on up. Just want to show you those. Let's head out. Hey guys. It is Saturday, December 23rd, 2017. About 7:30 in the morning. And hopefully you can see behind me and where I'm standing. Show you a little bit over there. And I'm at a truck place. And there's a whole story as to why I'm staying at a truck place. Let's go find out why. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. This new looking piece right here, you can see, that's the reason why I'm here. That thing is called a fuel pump. That's a fuel pump on a 330 Cummins ISC engine. That ISC engine is in this. This is an RV. More specifically, this is my RV. And we are heading to other places. I am sitting in Albuquerque, and that fuel pump is extremely expensive, and I mean extremely expensive. So now that you've seen that, let me try to tell you a quick story here. On Wednesday, we left Colorado, and we left very late. In fact, we left at 3:06 in the afternoon. In fact, the very first of this video will have shown that and said the time and the date and everything else. Anyway, we made our way down to a place about a couple hours from here, tried to sleep, and it was so noisy, so much traffic, so much everything, we couldn't. We got up and left. I drove down here to Albuquerque. I was going to a Love's to get fuel right down the road here, literally less than half a mile from here. And as I was making the turn, just to get ready to go right there to the fuel station, that RV died on me, and it would not start. Well, that was just after 5 o'clock in the morning. Somebody called the cops and said I was drunk and passed out in my RV. I haven't drunk for over 37 years, so of course the cops got a good laugh out of that. But anyway, there were 3 of them there, and we were there for 3 hours, waiting to get a tow truck to finally bring me about a half a mile up the road to here. So yeah, we've been here since Wednesday morning, and as I said, this is now Friday morning. No, this is Saturday morning. Wow. So yeah, let me take it back, okay? I broke down on Thursday morning. That's what it was, yes. I'm getting confused with my dates here. Broke down on Thursday, the 21st, and here it is now Saturday, the 23rd, and we're still here. They are supposed to finish this job up today. The guy that's been working on this, he's actually one of the owners here. There's 2 of them, and he's the one been doing this whole job. He's supposed to be back here this morning, even though they don't actually work on Saturdays. So they're truly doing me a favor to get this done. I'm paying for that favor, but they are doing it, and I so appreciate that. And so, here, I'll spin you around this way, and you can just see kind of the area. So, anyway, once I got here, then I'll tell you, this tire, not the outside one, but the inside tire, which you can't see, but it's right on the other side of that one, the tire was flat and off the rim. I guess from the toe here, I don't know. So I got a tire company to come out here, a mobile tire company. Had them pull it off and fix it. Well, as he was airing it back up, the sidewall blew out literally probably at least 1.5 feet. Well, $600 later, had a new tire and everything paid for. So that went bad. So here I was, broke down right up here, about a half mile up the street, for 3 hours sitting there waiting on a tow truck. Get here to find out it's an extremely expensive fuel pump, that's the problem, and have a $600 tire replaced. So now that that's all done, we're supposed to be done sometime later this morning, and then we're going to head on down the road a couple of hours, and hopefully that all happens. And then when and if it does, then I will show you where we're at and get some better video of things going. But that's the sob story, if you will. That's my heartache and heartbreak. But you know, things have been better. We've gone out a couple of times, found some trails and stuff to walk and try to be active, so it's been better. So it's not too bad. So hopefully you like that story, and that we'll continue and get better. Hey there, YouTube. Hopefully you can see me. As you can see behind me and all around, it's dark. I'm shining my phone here to my face so you can see. But I just put on Facebook that I was feeling blessed in a dire situation. And if you look, see, we're here in the RV. And you can see here, I'm stuck there. I've dug all this out. I had to go in and buy that little shovel right there. See all this digging here? You see my rear tire down there? Yeah, the bottom of that tire is probably, oh, I don't know, at least 3 if not 4 feet below where I'm standing. Okay? This is the whole thing, and it's leaning and all of that. And but here's the good thing. Here, you can see right here. Hopefully you can see. I dug all this out, and I put all these boards under here. I didn't have these boards with me. Here, I'll light myself up the best I can and explain this to you real quick. Because we got stuck here where we were trying to boondock to spend the night, we are
west of San Antonio, New Mexico, not Texas, south of Socorro, New Mexico. Anyway, we got this stuck, we got the car stuck. A guy happened by in a pickup truck. He stopped. I could not move the car. That was back here behind me, back there, but I'm sure you can't see that. That's pure black. But anyway, he came by without even being asked. He got a chain. He pulled my car out so I could get out of here. We went to Socorro, went to the Tractor Supply store. We met a kid there named David. And he said that he had a F-250 four-wheel drive and that they could help pull me out. And I told him, well, this is a 40-foot RV and I'm sure it wouldn't do it, but that I appreciated the offer. And then they gave us the name of a truck company that they said could pull it out. Well, we bought a shovel, all that wood I just showed you. A lady that's a manager of the Tractor Supply store gave me that out of the back of her pickup truck. So there's a big time blessing. So we came back here, we started digging. After probably, I don't know, 15-20 minutes of digging, a guy comes along in an F-250. Turns out his name is David as well. It's David's dad, David Sr. David at the store is David Jr. So here we met a guy in a truck that helped get the car out so we could get to town. We met a kid at the store that helped us out. A manager, so that's 3 people. Fourth, David's, well, his name is David, David's dad, David, that came out here and tried several times to pull me out and help me do a lot of digging and everything else. It was unsuccessful, as I figured it would be, because this thing does weigh 15.5 tons. But anyway, the thing is he tried. He also gave me some contacts, and I got a guy coming out here in about an hour and a half, probably about an hour from now, from A1 Trucking. That's has a thing, a big wrecker. Supposedly he can pull out semis and all that, so he should be able to get me out of here. So if I can get back, I just think 10-15 feet at most, I think I'll be okay. I can get it out the rest of the way. But here we are, out here, literally in the middle of nowhere. Here, take a look. See how dark it is? See the moon up there? If I take the light off of it, you can probably see it even better. All the stars in the sky. Here, let me walk out here, get some lights so I don't trip. My car is way, way, way down there. You're never going to see it. And the guy actually pulled my dolly down there as well. But if you look up in the sky, hopefully it's coming through. But there's about 1 billion stars in the sky here. And it's kind of cold, but, you know, it's doable. So, this is why I'm feeling blessed tonight, that I've run into this trouble. We had the trouble in Albuquerque, as you should know from the little bit of video I shot on that. So before the guy comes and pulls me out, I just wanted you to see that I'm stuck. Now on the other side it actually looks pretty good. Here, let me show you that right quick. This side, as you can see, is not bad. That tire's just down a little bit, buried. The front one, see, looks really, really good. But it's this right side that you can see here where we're buried a little bit up front. But like I said, all of this here was buried along this whole side. I dug all of this out, this whole length of this thing. And then I started working on this tire and then that back end back there. But you can see this is where we're really, really, really stuck at. And we tried to get it up there, but it just will not go. So need something a lot more powerful to pull me. So I'm going to sign off now. Just wanted you to know I'm feeling blessed. Wanted you to see this, and we'll get out of here and go on our way. I'll explain this more when this happens. But we do plan to get out of here, get on some hard ground over there back behind me again where you can't see. But that way we'll just stay the night there. I'll get some daytime video of this area as well. And but just wanted to show you this before I get out of here. So hopefully you've enjoyed this part of it and enjoy whatever the next part is, because honestly at this point I don't even know myself. But hopefully this is coming through to where you can at least see part of me, and I don't look too scary. But we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Around of my surroundings. Show you what's out here. See some mountains way out there in the distance. Of course, my RV and my car. And then I'll tell you some of what's been going on. Last night I put a post on Facebook. You know, I was feeling very, very blessed, even though I was in a bit of trouble. And I'll show you that trouble here in just a little bit. As you know, we had some problems in Albuquerque yesterday, and then we came here, and we got here just before dark, and everything was going great until I'll show you what I'm going to show you.
Shot orbit ended. Fly.
Okay, so here, this is where I came in to this place last night after we had left Albuquerque and got here, and I actually drove up through here and I came over to this side and drove along, got over on that side, nice and hard packing all that stuff, and just drove up. You know, didn't have a bit of problem at all. But as I came up through here and I started to make my turn, I'll show you. Come up over here. Yeah, I guess right in this neighborhood anyway. You can see me standing here. Let's get this. Now, here I'm standing, and you can see right over here, this great big hole, and I mean a great big hole. Here, let me give you some more perspective of this thing. Okay, now you can see me standing here. And there's the hole. That hole is where my back right tire was last night. And right here, in this little hole, right here in front of me, that is the, where of course the left tire was. But that thing is about as big as a grave, that right one there. And that is downright scary to me. Well, if you look, these tracks here, I could not get out. I was stuck hard. I had to have a guy come in a tow truck, and he stayed right out there on the road and hooked me up. And between him and me pulling and pushing, he pulled me right out here. And hopefully these tracks are coming through. But I got out here, and then I was able to drive myself, and I followed these tracks that you see. So I was halfway in those bushes and then halfway out and came down through here. Right here, just as you see these tracks here. And as you can see, I came out a little bit, and you can start seeing the car. And you can see there's the RV. So I came right over there, obviously, and I pulled her up to where you see. And I parked it there, and we stayed there overnight. So you can fly right over top of the RV just to show you. And then we're going to leave here in a little bit. And when we do, we'll be heading right back out that way and straight out there and straight where you see. And that's what's going on. So more adventures over the next coming number of days, because we're going to be doing quite a bit of traveling. So hopefully you like this. I got to meet a lot of nice people out of this deal. And even though it was a kind of a bad time and kind of scary, a little bit being stuck out here, it's pitch dark. There's nobody out here, literally. This place is an abandoned area. And it's not really a place for RVers to come. If you come here in a big RV and you go out on that end, you will get stuck, and it will cost you a lot of money to get unstuck, as it did me. So With that being lesson, okay guys, so you just saw my aerial video I just showed you, so you got a little more idea of what's going on and where we're at and all that. And you see out through here, you'll see a bunch of tracks. Well, I can show you and tell you now from the ground, this is the hole I just showed you from the air. This is where we got stuck at. And I mean, that hole, seriously, from where I'm standing, has got to be at least 3 foot down. And you see that hole over there on the other side, right there. That's obviously was the other side of the RV. And then up there was the front. So those tires weren't too awful bad, but this back right one was absolutely horrible. Here, let me do this. As I stand here, and hopefully, let's see, you can see the hole, I hope. This is hopefully some scale that'll show you. And as I said, anyway, the guy, and it's be hard to see, I know, from the sun. It's being out right now. But that's the road right out there, right past that fence, if you can see that fence. And that guy kept his truck out there, turned sideways, obviously, and he buried that thing in the ground because that RV was dragging it. But he did get me pulled out right up, you know, just right out here, just right past these holes, basically. And as soon as he did that, before I made this turn, I mean, I would say the front of my RV was probably about right here in this area. And then I just drove her right down through there as I showed you on the aerial, and right out there where it sits right now. And that's where we stayed for the night. So again, if you happen to have a big RV that's heavy, mine's 15.5 tons, and if you come out here, stay way up there at the front. But from what a local told me that was out here that helped me, his name was David. Great guy. His son's name was also David. It's a story that I told. He's the kid that I met at Tractor Supply up in Socorro, up that way. And then the manager of the store is the one that gave me the wood. It wound up not helping me, but hey, but they tried their best, and so I'm so appreciative of that. The tow truck driver, he didn't get here till about 10:30 last night, but he did come. He stayed until I got all the way out and got situated. And he was a great guy. I mean, I paid for it, I'll grant you. My insurance will pay me back though, so no big deal. But just to show you kind of the view, you see I got some mountains around me here. Not like Colorado mountains, I'll grant you. But hey, you know, this is starting to get down into the central and a little bit of southern part of New Mexico. So that's the view that we've got. And we're going to get ready to put the car up and pack everything up and head on down to our next stop. And once we get there, I'll reveal that. I'll give you some aerial footage there as well, and get some fun things going, hopefully, and try to get to some warmer weather because it's still fairly cool out. It's not too bad right now, actually, but it's still cool. So hopefully you've enjoyed this part of it at least, and it all makes sense now, and we'll move on and see what we can get into. Thanks you for watching so far.